I think it's more the placement. Ah, that doesn't feel natural though. Hold up. Turn that off. And it's not gonna go off. Okay. There we go. Alright. Move to the right. Hmm. Yeah, right there is good. Yeah, okay. Okay. I've got a bone to pick today. I have a huge bone that I've got to pick with anime specifically. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get more specific than just anime, bro. Slice of life anime, bro. Look, the only oh my god, the freaking pop, bro, in my leg. You guys ever do that? Like, you ever like, move a certain way, and then your leg just freaking snap, crackle, and pops. It doesn't hurt, but you just it's so audibly loud. You're just like, what the fuck? Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Slice of life anime, bro. I am getting sick and tired of dealing with the same BS every single time. I want to try out a new slice of life anime, new romance anime, bro. I'm so sick of this stupid formula that's like main character likes side female character, right? Main male character likes side female character. The main female character is nothing but abusive and annoying, right? But the main character, the male main character and the side female character, right? They both like each other, right? The authors tell us blatantly that they both like each other. But for some unknown reason, in slice of life, romance anime, these authors, these manga artists, love the idea. It's like a kink almost. They love the idea of, okay, instead of having these two get together that obviously like each other, we're just going to edge our viewers, right? We're gonna edge our viewers for I don't know how many episodes, and then for some odd reason, in the middle of the episode, something's gonna happen where the main character randomly has feelings for the other main female protagonist. I'm so sick of that formula, bro. How you doing, Stormy? I'm so sick of that formula. Like, listen, Toradora, I was fine with it because Toradora, it was a good story, good plot, everything. Even though if people keep talking about the ending, like, bro, just watch to the end of the last episode and you'll see. Anyways, appreciate the sub, Stormy. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good, Yisa. Um, like I said, I was fine with Toradora. But I'm tired of the bait and switch with these slice of life anime, bro. I'm sick of it. How you doing, T.O.? You sub too? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh my god, I just butchered your name. Now, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't like almost every slice of life anime that I watch. But recently, every single time I try to give, you know, a slice of life anime a chance, romance anime a chance, it pulls that same bullcrap. I'm like, can y'all not, bro? Is it that hard? Like I said, I truly do believe it's a kink for them to make a main protagonist and the side protagonist have them both like each other. But for some reason, in the middle of the show, yeah. So you see, they're liking it right now, right? They like it. They like the vibes, like back and forth. Yeah. So forget the side character. Let's have the main character have random feelings for the other main character. What are we doing, bro? Why does this keep happening? I'm getting to the point where I'm dead ass about to look up, even if it might spoil the anime for me. I'm getting to the point where I dead ass might look up anime where the main character doesn't randomly switch feelings. I'm getting to that point, bro. How you doing, Kata? Catalea, sorry. And I feel like these slice of life anime need to take notes from the shonen anime because at least with shonen anime, when there's a love interest, right? In shonen anime, when someone has a like obvious, crush on the other person, they don't randomly switch up and be like, you know what? I was feeling I was feeling Sakura, right? But now I'm feeling Ino. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really rocking with Sakura no more. I'm rocking with Ino. You don't see that, do you? No, no, because in shonen anime, they don't want to piss people off even more if they don't like the show. So why? It's just that category, bro. It's just slice of life anime and romance anime doing this bullshit, and it's getting on my nerves, bro. How you guys doing? Thank you for the likes on live. I appreciate it. Like I'm getting to the point where I'm about to just put a pause. Bullshit. What's bullshit? Like I'm getting to the point where I'm about to put a pause on me watching that category of anime, and I'm gonna just watch some freaking comedy anime, bro. I'm gonna watch some Gintama, bro. I'm gonna watch some what's another comedy anime? Gintama. I'm gonna watch some shit. Gintama. Uh, damn, that's the only comedy anime I can think of. Uh, shoot. There was another one that's kind of like Gintama, but it's not Gintama. Okay. Are you gay? No. Okay. What's the? Okay. Do y'all know any comedy anime that? Cause damn, I did a whole blank on comedy anime. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna watch some comedy anime, bro. I'm gonna watch some more shonen, bro. I'm gonna just take a break. I'm gonna just take a break from romance and slice of life anime because all it does is pisses me off, bro. All it does is pisses me off. There are some exceptions. For example, Horimiya. I'm gay. Let's go. Exceptions being Horimiya. Uh, Another exception. Uh, Damn, what slice of life anime hasn't pissed me off already? Um, My Dress Up Darling. Uh, just trying to think of anime that haven't pissed me off. Um, one more, then we'll move on. Those two, Horimiya and My Dress Up Darling. And Shikimori-san's Not Just a Cutie. Hey guys, look, gay or not, I really don't care. I appreciate you being here. All right, so I might continue my rant, I might not. But let's move on a little bit. Thank you guys for the 6 likes on the live. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, it's gotten so bad. I'm actually thinking about You look, you got the bob on your head. Yeah. I keep trying to keep it down like here, but it keeps every time I like blink, it moves up a little bit. So it is what it is. But it's gotten to the point where I'm about to watch sports anime. I already said I was gonna give Haikyuu another chance. I was gonna give Haikyuu another chance, and now it's probably gonna be definite that it gets another chance because I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm fed up. What's up, Nisha? How you doing? Yeah, I want to be able to. I'm gonna see if I can get the Majin beanie because I wasn't able to get it like last paycheck because it was sold out. So hopefully they got more in stock so I can get the Majin Vagini. Majin Vagini, really? What the hell is a Majin Vagini? The Majin beanie. um, I'm actually gonna need it for real because like this thing like anytime I like try to record a video or something, it kind of when I turn on the chroma key, it kind of you know starts disappearing because of the green screen. But it is what it is. I'll try to always wear this one like when I'm doing YouTube lives, but with when I'm recording videos or Twitch streaming, I'll be using the other one. All right, I'm done ranting. Now let's talk about anime that I want to watch or that I finished. Let's talk about that. Okay. So apparently, Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 is here. Or was it season 2? Was it season 2? No, because I already caught up on season 2. Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 is here. Meaning, I probably gotta renew my Crunchyroll subscription. And you know what? I don't mind because that show is very good. Okay, very good. Speaking, but with every show that's very good, there's a show that's very bad. So let's talk about One Punch Man. Now, before you get mad, before you get mad, I've seen everyone talking about how bad One Punch Man season 3 is. A lot of people were, you know, tripping on season 2. Knowing what I have to look forward to, like watching One Punch Man, should I even watch One Punch Man? Because I've always wanted to, because you know it seemed cool. It seemed like a show I'd actually watch, you know. But I just never got into it. I watched like one episode, and I didn't exactly. A lot of anime I've started and I didn't finish was because I started it when my subscription was about to run out. So I think that's why I leave a lot of anime on. I was about to say red on hold. On hold. But we're gonna try to fix that. Okay, we're gonna try to fix that. Anything else on One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen? I've heard and seen a couple spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen and heard a couple spoilers. When I watch anime, I try my best to avoid spoilers, but you know, there's always someone who wants to be that guy. Actually, I made a video on this, but let's talk. I found something else to rant about. I found something else to rant about. Let's talk about manga spoilers, bro. Those of you who watch manga and then proceed to hop online and try to spoil it for other people who haven't watched the manga or people who are waiting to watch the anime, y'all are the worst. Okay, just not everyone has the time of day to like wait for the latest manga chapter to open up on a freaking show, right? And then, cause that's almost how I got Death Note spoiled for me. I got Death Note spoiled for me through a video. It wasn't through manga, but still, like people who just go out of their way to spoil shit. It's like it's like why, bro? So Kwong, how you doing? So you mean to tell me that you have all this time to read the newest chapter of every manga that you either find interesting or every manga possible, but you don't have time. But you want to instead of just keeping it to yourself and only knowing how it ends in the manga, you decide to willingly and blatantly spoil shit. And some of you do it to people. Some of you do it to people in like discords. Y'all would go into people's discords and like when people announce they're having a movie night, y'all would go into people's discords. See now I'm just going now I'm not just talking about manga anymore. I'm talking about people who do this in general. People will go into movie discords, right? Having a movie night with their community, and then they will go say something and spoil the fucking movie and then leave the discord. I don't like these kinds of people, bro. Hey, what you think about season 3 of One Punch Man? I felt like you saw leveling better than that. I didn't watch season. Actually, I'm real with you. I never even finished season 1 of One Punch Man. All I heard was a whole bunch of like people talking about how bad the third season was, and they said it was really bad, like really bad. Which is why I'm kind of concerned. Like I'm not even sure if I should watch it because just just the feedback on the latest season is like oof. But they said the manga's still going strong though, so there's that. I have this weird feeling of wanting to catch up on Boruto. I don't know why I want to do it, but for some reason I have this weird feeling of wanting to catch up on Boruto. But the problem with that is, if I decide to do that, then I definitely got to start trying to catch up on One Piece because I'm behind just as many episodes with One Piece. Well, actually, no, that's a lot. I'm nowhere near the amount of episodes behind on One Piece than I am Boruto. Um, so many anime I gotta catch up on, bro. Dragon Ball Super is another one. I left off at the Tournament of Power. I don't think the Tournament of Power ended. I left at like entering the Tournament of Power. What do you think the biggest fight would break the internet? Uh, Gojo versus Akuna or Ichigo Aizen versus Yoabaha? Um, hmm. I feel like I feel like the Gojo versus Akuna would break the internet, but I feel like Ichigo Aizen versus Yuabaha would like finally make people look at Bleach differently because Bleach, for some odd reason, keeps getting an intense amount of hate, and I just really don't understand. Because the main things I hear from people who don't like Bleach is like, oh well, I mean, it's got so many fillers. Like Naruto doesn't have 100 to like 200 fillers. Well, Naruto Shippuden anyway. Anyway, like Shippuden doesn't have 100 to 200 fillers, bro. Another thing I hear, um, main thing I hear is like people, oh well, Bleach shouldn't be in the big three. It doesn't deserve to be in the big three. Like, what makes you think that? People keep trying to make different definitions of the big three, and they keep trying to add anime to the big three. Like you can't. It's called the big three for a reason, bro. It's called the big three for a reason. You can't. I don't know. I'm like you can. I'm gonna bring it up, but you can also look it up if you think online. The big three represents the most. The big three is the most sold manga in the early 2000s. That being One Piece, Naruto, whether you like it or not, Bleach. You don't have to like Bleach. You don't have to like Naruto. You don't have to like One Piece. But at the same time, you gotta respect the numbers. Because, like it or not, Bleach did more than your favorite manga at the time. Well, sorry, wait, did I say anime at the first? I meant manga, the most selling manga. If I didn't say it, if I said manga, then we're good. But if I said anime, I meant manga. If you're watching like matchup content like Death Battle, I found Naruto versus Ichigo's BSO analysis. I've watched them before. I think one of the ones I watched was like Goku versus Superman. I think I did watch that Naruto versus Ichigo thing. They've said they've had a couple. So Drim, welcome back. They've had a couple fumbles, but I think overall they did do. They did have 80% accuracy with most of their takes. But I wasn't really like a heavy watcher of them. Like if I found a fight interesting, I'd watch it. But I didn't really watch all their videos. What was I talking about? I haven't really watched any anime, not gonna lie. It's all good, Jim. We're just over here talking about. At first, this was going to be a whole rant about, slice of life anime, but that rant only lasted like 8 minutes, 8, 9 minutes. Then we started talking about like other stuff. You seem like a great commentary YouTuber. Keep doing what you love. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying my best. I kind of feel like commentary channels are dying a little bit because when I look at other commentary channels, like other than the ones that already have, an established fan base, I feel like a lot of them are kind of struggling to break the 100K view mark. So it does feel like reaction channels are dying, but I do plan on, just my main goal right now is just to keep on uploading, bro. Keep on uploading, keep on going live, keep on doing what I like to do. And it may pay off in the end, it may not. I don't know, but I'm just hoping that, we could make something happen. Thank you, best friend. I appreciate it. Or the death bell, that death bell. Oh my gosh, I heard that's death bell. Bring the goat back. Ichigo versus Yusuke on this new season next week. But what's your thoughts on Ichigo versus Yusuke? Yusuke is from. Where's he from? Yeah, he still do well. We just got to keep on grinding. I'm not trying to put those channels down when I say that. I'm just speaking analytically because I've looked at several reaction channels and I'm like, yeah, this does seem like it's dying out. I'm not gonna lie. Yusuke Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, yeah, I've never seen it. I thought that'd be an interesting fight, though I just have never seen the show, so I don't know if I'd be interested. There's a lot of old school anime that I've never watched that I need to watch. Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha, a lot of those anime. SpongeBob has good. Thank you, bro. And it's show, bro. I'm gonna just pull it all the way down at this point. I'm tired of it. Like, okay, that not that far down. Damn. Someone said this is how you're supposed to wear it, like a beanie, but it just doesn't feel right having it like this. Like having it like this makes me feel weird. But apparently that's how you're supposed to wear a beanie. I don't know. Anyway, do you think it would be an interesting matchup if you put Asta versus Meliodas? Was even close. Um, that's actually a good power scaling matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you. Asta versus Meliodas. My gut feeling says um Meliodas, but I have no idea the power links of Asta because I have not watched the show. Another one I haven't watched it. I'm so. I mean, it's a good thing that I haven't watched all these anime, but at the same time, it's a bad thing because I can't really relate. Because like, yeah, I get to watch all these anime for the first time, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you haven't watched much of anything. I think altogether, I've watched more slice of life romance anime than all my shonen combined. Damn. I mean, let me try to name every shonen anime I've watched. I've watched Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, uh, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer. They say Attack on Titan isn't really shonen; it's more like seinen, or how do you call it? Um, but Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, any other mainstream shit? Oh my goodness, I think that's about it. The last video game you played, what would you get arrested for? Last video game I played, which was what's today? Dead by Daylight. I was playing Killer. So probably yeah. So probably murder. So probably murder. Yeah. Speaking of Dead by Daylight, I finally got saved up to like 5 million blood points. Put about 1 million into Huntress, 2 million into Fung, and the other 2 million into people I like to play occasionally. But when also wins this Asa doesn't have magic while Meliodas has a chance to win if you use reverse counter on him. Hmm. Wait, so what does Asta What's his main power? Like, is his main power like spells? Because I have no idea. Like I said, I'm going based off of just what I know about Meliodas because I did watch like one season of his show. So that's the main reason I picked Meliodas. Not saying Austin's not strong, but I have no idea his like power. I was about to say power level. No idea his power compared to Meliodas. Why don't PC getting louder? I'll be right back. You get a cut? Actually, while I'm here, I need to do a. Let me do a cleanup real quick. Let's see. I've been meaning to clear my temp files for like who knows how long. And I feel like that's partly what's been slowing my computer down too. Cause look, 346 gigabytes of temp files. Yeah, yeah, we need to do that. Sorry guys, if I don't do it right now, I'm probably not gonna do it later. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Cause I know me. I know me. I know me way too well. All right, that's gonna take about 2 hours. I think that's the most I've seen in the temp files. Okay. Also powers like Magic Kryptonite, which any magic will not work on him, so Meliodas full counter wouldn't work. Oh. Okay. If that's the case, and yeah, I also might have that one. So confused, kid. By the way, speaking of anime, have any of you ever bought like one of those anime boxes? Like, they have all types of merchandise in them. Like, they'll have a they'll have a stickers and pins and all different kinds of like anime stuff in it. That I've been seeing it on TikTok, but that otaku box, I've been wanting to get that for a while, but the problem is when it comes to like the shipping and the original price of it itself is like I don't know if I should spend money on this. Not saying you don't get your money's worth because I wouldn't know because I never had it, but I feel like okay when I go to any like uh anime supply box in general, I the average price is around $50 or $60 per box, and I'm like I don't know if I want to spend that much on a merchandise box. If I'm being real, bro, I don't know if I want to spend that much on a merchandise box. Anyway, do you watch JoJo? I hear that new season is going to drop soon, which is a Steel Ball Run. Nope, another one I haven't watched. Now, look, I will tell you this though. I will tell you this though. I feel like JoJo gets overlooked a lot because people just simply don't like the art style. The same way, what's another one? The same way One Piece gets looked over because the art style for the first, for the first season, like people look at the art style, they don't look at the actual show and the plot and the everything that comes in the show. Like if you can just get over how the show looks and just try to watch it for the actual story and stuff itself, you'll get over the art style. Because there was one. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. This was back in like 2014 or 15, right? Okay. I was avoiding this one anime that was on Hulu, right? Clannad. I was avoiding Clannad so much because the thumbnail that they chose to use for that show, the art style freaked me the fuck out, bro. The art style of the thumbnail freaked me the fuck out, and I was like, and the worst part is I kept hearing good things about it at the time, like yo, this is a very good anime. It's a very good anime. Which, by the way, very sad freaking anime. If you feel like crying or something like that, or you feel that if that's how you feel, go watch Clannad. But they chose the scariest thumbnail of the drawing of those characters to put on Clannad, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And I finally got up the urge to do it. I was like, you know what, fine. I'll I'll do it. I'll watch it. When I finally got into the first episode, I was like, wait a minute. This, hold on, wait a minute. This art style isn't like how it was in a thumbnail. Why did they make it like that? And so I was able to watch it. I mean, does the more you watch it, it would get better. To be honest, I mean, JoJo has more better fights, uh, like the one Jotaro versus Dio or Giorno versus Diablo, which is the most OP stand ever in JoJo. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to give it time too. Sometimes you gotta give the anime time because they will improve the art style. Hopefully, not gonna say that for every anime because there are some anime who have a horrible art style and they just never improve it. And that's just how it is. Um, I think a lot of people just don't want to give anything a chance anymore. I think another thing that really turns people off from try getting into anime is like we gotta stop as a community. We gotta stop recommending 300 plus episode anime to like people who just want to dip their toes into it, bro. Just see if they like it or not. Because if you were to tell me that I should get into this show, and the show has like 100 more episodes, I'm thinking to myself like, what makes you think that's what I want to start with? That is long as shit. But most people now are starting to recommend like new gen anime like Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. I feel like My Hero is a little long, but I mean, still not as long as Naruto because the original Naruto, was like 300 episodes. But yeah, that's anime. I had nothing to follow that up with. All I said was that's anime. But speaking of content, we're gonna take a detour real quick. Speaking of content, I'm gonna start writing skits again. Okay, I'm gonna start writing skits again. I don't know when I'm gonna record them, but I'm gonna start writing like scripts and prompts, not prompts, scripts for skits and stuff like that because there are gonna be times where I'm not gonna be able to find anything to react to, and it'll give you guys. Also, I feel a little bit better, actually producing something myself than just always react to other people's content. You know what I'm saying? Attack on Titan's pretty sad though, not gonna lie. I mean, imagine a guy who hates Titan and then being one guy ended up killed by Mikasa. Yeah, it then it was very sad. Um, I get why Aaron did it though. I truly do get why he did it. He really just wanted all of it to end, bro. He just wanted everything to end, even if it meant having to crush. Not saying he was right. I'm not saying he was right in what he did, but I get it. I I get it. He wanted to protect the people he cared about, even if that meant getting rid of the people he didn't care about. Okay, you gotta think about it this way, right? Let's think about it this way. Someone threatens your home and your family, right? And it's been proven that they've done, you know, horrible things in the past before. Are you going to just let them destroy your family? Or are you going to protect your family? I look at it that way. Again, not saying he was right. I want to stress that hard. I want to hardly stress that. I'm not saying Aaron was right. All I'm saying is I get it. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I might need to look back at that show because I need to look back at the show because yeah, Aaron did all that damage and chaos and destruction, but like, did they ever really eradicate all the Titans? Because I might be not remembering here, but did they actually accomplish the goal of eradicating all the Titans? Matter of fact, let me look that up, bro. Were all the Titans destroyed? Let me see something. Yes, all Titans were eliminated in Attack on Titan. Following the Battle of Shiganshina, the Survey Corps cleared all remaining pure Titans from Paradise Island. Finally, when Eren Yeager was killed and Ymir Fritz relinquished her power, all remaining Titan shifters and Titans returned to human form, rendering the species extinct. Oh, okay. Gotcha. They all returned to human form after Ymir relinquished her power. Why do I not remember that though? Because I remember watching all the way through. I could have swore. So, what are your thoughts on Sonic versus Goku since they're both pretty similar? Which Goku goes Super Saiyan with Ki, while Sonic needs the power of Chaos Emerald. I think in that scenario, I believe it just comes down to like, I think it just comes down to the time limit because Sonic can't hold that power forever from the end because we all know that like, once his time is up, he loses his power. Goku, on the other hand, he doesn't lose his power after a certain amount of time. I don't think, at least I hope not. So I think in order for Sonic to beat Goku there, he would have to make quick work of Goku. He would have to make very quick work before the Chaos Emeralds ran out. Because if the power runs out before he's able to do anything, he's cooked. Now, Goku, with his what was that form called? Ultra Instinct, yeah. Ultra Instinct Goku. Okay, because that's another thing. Are we basing it off of Super Saiyan God Goku, or are we basing it off of Ultra Instinct Goku? Because we're basing off Ultra Instinct Goku versus Chaos Emerald Sonic. Sonic is not getting time. He is not getting time. He's losing time. By the way, guys, I'm not a professional power scaler. I don't do this shit. I'm just trying to answer these questions to the best of my opinion. best my ability, in my opinion. Okay, so don't hate me for this. I'm just giving my opinion. But when Sonic win if he took speed one, I mean, bro, base form could speedless Goku just by winning because of speed infinite in the comic. Oh, we're talking about we're talking about comics. Okay, I don't read comics, bro. I don't read comics, so I'm probably not gonna understand all the forms of Sonic or any other character. But that's just my opinion. Um, all right, one more. What was I even talking about before we started talking about that? Attack on Titan. Yeah. Um, I might need to go back and rewatch season two, or at least near the end of season two, because that whole chapter with Ymir. When I went back to watching Attack on Titan, I think I accidentally skipped that part. The whole Ymir chapter, which was obviously pretty important. which was obviously pretty important. So, yeah, we need to do that at some point. Either just get a summary of it, because I don't know if I want to watch all the episodes, so I'll probably just get a summary of season two. I think Wikipedia has a page on her. I think they have a page on every Attack on Titan character. But anyways, um, what was I talking about? Well, now we're gonna find something else to talk about. This is why I hate going live without much of a plan, because I always end up like forgetting stuff and trying to find new things to talk about. I'm not gonna ramble for another 10 minutes. We'll have to call it. I keep trying to make it an hour, y'all. Sometimes it's not an hour. I apologize. Um, I'm not gonna guarantee I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I'm going to try. Why my voice? My voice got so low right there. You got very low and soft right there. Once again, thank you guys for the subs and the likes. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.